Hello, my name is Anna and I will be talking about alcohol today. To begin, alcohol is a drug whose important component consists of ethanol. Ethanol is created through the process of fermentation. This is when yeast ferments the sugars in fruits, grains, and vegetables to create the alcohols that we know today. Alcohol is normally consumed orally, however, there have been other ways of administering alcohol so that it goes straight to the bloodstream. An example of this is when people soak a tampon in alcohol, such as vodka, and insert it. This allows for alcohol to completely bypass the digestive system, so the effects are stronger, but that also means that the risks are a lot higher. Which leads me to my next slide. Effects on a person's body vary based on the person's blood alcohol concentration, which is the percent of alcohol in a person's bloodstream. The blood alcohol concentration depends on many factors such as age, gender, weight, and other such things that might affect the amount of water your body can retain. As seen in the picture, the higher your blood alcohol concentration is, the more your body will experience the effects. The legal blood alcohol concentration is 0.08% in the US. Some effects include disorientation, incoordination, and confusion, which occur because alcohol affects the communication and processing pathways in the brain. So some information such as proprioception or awareness of your body and thinking may be delayed or inefficient. This is where the term beer goggles comes into play. They see things in a way they normally wouldn't, such as blurry vision, which would make them stumble around even more. Once a person is really inhibited, they might black out, which is when a person can't seem to remember what happened past a certain point in the night, and this loss in memory can either be permanent or come back in flashes later on. Another effect of alcohol is known as a hangover, which normally happens the morning after consuming large amounts of alcohol, because the alcohol's effects on the urinary tract, gastrointestinal tract, and sleep patterns of the body. For example, since alcohol is a diuretic, it makes you pee more. So if you don't drink water, then you will become dehydrated, which could cause the pounding headache that is associated with hangovers. Some of the risks associated with consuming excessive amounts of alcohol include alcohol poisoning, addiction, and increased chances of being assaulted, raped, or murdered. Alcohol poisoning is when your blood alcohol concentration is anywhere higher than 0.3%, and consists of vomiting, seizures, clammy skin, and slow heartbeat and breathing rate, which, if unresolved, can lead to death. Addiction could be a risk if you continually consume larger quantities of alcohol. Eventually, your body would adjust to the regularly consumed alcohol and become dependent to the point where if you don't consume alcohol, then you would begin to go through withdrawal. These symptoms include shakiness, headaches, and irritability, among other symptoms. This could then lead to a psychological dependence where the person believes that they need alcohol to properly function. And finally, if you're inhibited because you have consumed alcohol, then this may affect your mood swings and make you more likely to react and get into fights and assault or even murder someone. It can also put you in danger if you drink to the point of blackout, where you might become limp and defenseless if someone were to try something. There are also long-term consequences of excessive alcohol consumption. One consequence is getting cirrhosis of the liver or pancreas. This is when there is scarring on the liver or pancreas that replaces healthy tissue and eventually makes the organ lose function. Another consequence is high blood pressure. High blood pressure causes damage to the endothelium of your tissues and makes it easier for tears and blood clots to form, which increases your chances of heart disease and stroke. Excessive alcohol consumption can also lead to cancer and weakened immune systems. There are also psychological consequences, such as having your mental health decline by developing depression or anxiety, and you may experience learning and memory problems due to your brain's communication and processing pathways being affected for so long. Keeping this in mind, here are some tips for your next encounter with alcohol. 1. Don't take alcohol on an empty stomach. Make sure to drink plenty of water to avoid the hangover headache. Don't mix different alcohols, and don't mix alcohol with carbonated drinks, sugar, or juices, because this will increase the rate of alcohol absorption and make it easier to become intoxicated. Always assign a designated driver when drinking. Make sure that you are surrounded by trusted peers and friends that will make sure you don't get into any unsafe situations. Thank you.